Hey Redhawks, I hope you're all staying safe and doing well at home. Today, in our PE lesson, we're going to work on underhand throwing, okay? A couple weeks ago, we talked about overhand throwing, and we did our water balloon toss activity. But today, instead of overhand throwing, we're gonna work on our underhand throwing. Both underhand and overhand throwing kind of work together as you are stepping with your opposite foot before you release the ball. Again, if you don't have a small ball, like a small Nerf ball, I would invite you to create a sock ball, okay? Again, just take a couple pairs of socks and then combine them and roll them up into each other. You'll make a nice soft little sock ball. With underhand throwing, remember, I want you to step with your opposite foot. So if you're right-handed, okay, if you're right-handed, you need to step with your left foot. If you are left-handed, you need to step with your right foot. You're gonna reach out and release the ball at your target, okay? Now, if you have a small ball or you've made a sock ball, I want you to find something like a small circle or kind of like a frisbee or an ice cream bucket, some small circle that you can throw the ball into, okay, for a target. And I want you to practice stepping with your opposite foot. And also, if you don't have a sock or a Nerf ball, you can also use a beanbag, okay? Those will work great too. We've used those in PE class. But I want you to step with your opposite foot. So right now I'm gonna use my right hand. I'm gonna step my left foot. I'm gonna try and throw the beanbag into the bucket, okay? I want you to try and throw the ball or the beanbag into the bucket 10 times, okay? You can, if you wanna switch and use both hands, you can as well. Step and throw. Try it and make it into the bucket 10 times. Ready? Go. Hey Redhawks, I hope you did an awesome job practicing throwing underhand. I hope you made it into the bucket or the frisbee or whatever your target may have been, okay? Once you feel like you are good at underhand throwing after you're done practicing, I'm gonna show you a fun little underhand throwing game, okay? Now, if you don't have anybody to play with, that's okay. You can continue to practice, or you can just choose to play this game by yourself. Now, if you have a friend or family member and they're going to play with you, this is all you need, okay? Each person either needs a sock ball or a beanbag or some type of ball to throw, okay? And you may need that same target, that bucket or that little frisbee that you were using earlier. And I want you, if you have some chalk that you can write on the cement, I want you to draw a small circle outside of the bucket and a big circle outside of both the bucket and the small circle. If you don't have any chalk, maybe use a small hose, or you can use a hula hoop, okay? Now, once you have all of that set up, you are ready to play the game, okay? Now in this game, each player gets one throw per turn, okay? So I'm gonna pretend like I'm myself and my friend who's playing the game, okay? So one friend is using the sock ball, okay? So if that friend were to throw the ball, and we'll say that they have to be behind this crack here, okay? If this player throws the ball and he lands inside the smaller circle, that's gonna be worth 2 points, okay? And let's say the other friend throws the beanbag and he or she lands inside the bigger circle, but it's not inside the smaller circle. So that's worth 1 point, okay? Now, that's the first round. The player with the sock ball has 2 points. The player with the beanbag has 1 point, okay? So sock is winning 2-1. Now, let's say this time the player of the sock throws the ball and it doesn't land in the circle at all, okay? They don't get any points for that round. But let's say the player of the beanbag throws the ball and it lands inside the bucket. that's gonna be worth 3 points, okay? So if you land inside the bucket, that is worth 3 points. If you don't land inside of any of the circles or the bucket, you get 0 points. All right? So now, since the player with the beanbag got 1 point the first time, they now have 3. And the person with the sock ball, they still have 2 points, okay? You're gonna play this game until one player reaches a score of 10. The first person to get to 10 wins the game. And if you feel like maybe just a couple feet away is too close, you can scoot back, or you can scoot as close as you would like to play the game. All right? So grab your friend or your family member, grab a couple sock balls or bean bags, and play this fun underhand throwing game. Ready? Go.